My God, it's raining. So, for some strange reason, we were asking the trash gods for stuff that we needed. Okay, TJ Maxx started with the plastic Arrow something brand. I don't know. It's made in USA plastic. Things like $479 new. A little store crash cart. Even has a little cup holder on it. Needs wheels though, but I found some wheels. I can put orange polyurethane wheels or gray polyurethane wheels on it. That'll be better. And some of the cheap Chinese ones only cost like under $20 for a set of four. So that's great. We'll put wheels on it, and we'll take the bearings out of the horrible wheels. And I need shopping cart wheels for Toys R Us carts if they're even still around. I don't know. We need like four of those. No, we need eight of those as well. So we found that. That was the first thing. Right place, right time. First it was Costco with the discount Legos. 79 was 59, so we got it. They had plenty of those. All right, so that. Then we get the cart. Then what else transpired? Then we went more dumpster diving. A couple days later, we finally found the elusive Petco dog food dump. All right, elusive Petco dog food dump, which I've seen on the internet all over the place, at all, multiple locations all around the whole United States. So I finally saw it here. Right place, right time, which is just amazing to me. Anyway, I thought I was going to resell some of that crap. I'm not going to be able to resell some of it. So it was donated all. So it wasn't totally wasted. There's still probably like 5 bags over there. But now it's raining and maybe, I don't know, I left some in case anyone's homeless or something. I need dog food for their dog. And they are checking those dumpsters. I know a couple people do over there. They have it. So I don't want to be super greedy. What else? So then that. Okay, now I'm riding around a little more. Riding around a little more. Like, man, what else can I hook? I see a dollhouse, Fisher Price dollhouse. I don't have a picture or video of it. I don't know why in a videotape like near everything that I see. That's weird, but somehow I forgot to do that. So I found a Fisher Price dollhouse and dumped on the other side where the industrial park is. And they had a cool desk too, but it's ruined now because it rained, and I don't have any room for a desk. But then I was thinking I could have used it possibly to put 2 layers in my storage unit, but too late now. I'm not getting a wet, soggy desk. I don't think it was hardwood. I think it was particle board, and I'm really out on that shit. I am a fan of the hardwood furniture, but if it's particle board, shit's junk. It probably was a particle board top. Probably was. Maybe, and the drawer was messed up on it. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It's still out there now. It got wet. It's gonna get even more wet in about a half an hour. But yeah, you can't really sell furniture here. But if I had like a warehouse or a larger storage unit, I probably could start some sort of secondhand like furniture thing, and I can just leave it there and wait months. But can't do that. Anyway, there's a little dollhouse next to it. And I passed by it once. Then I went home, researched it, came back. I go, holy crap, that dollhouse might be worth money. Sure enough, it is. They sell for over $80 used, plus shipping. So I'm like, hell yeah. So I got it. It's in my storage place. I gotta find a box for it though. Things like it's tall and wide, but it might fit in like I think I'm looking at a box right next to me. It might fit in like a Home Depot moving box. It might. So, or like two of them. So we can make that happen. And we're gonna look for some boxes now. We need a measurement of it. We'll measure it tomorrow. We'll say, oh, it's this big. We'll do more of those videos. It's this big. So we found something that was cool actually. You know, dog food deal didn't work out and there's just too much dog food on the market. But we found a rare Fisher Price dollhouse. And we can sell toys. Another thing that sells really good now, any kind of like lawn kind of stuff. People that were contacting me, they were looking for plants. I'm like, nah, I don't get any plants for sale. But then I was thinking I could grow a lot of plants from seeds. I have palm tree seeds. I have what else do I have? Palm tree seeds. I have a lot of basil seeds, and I have a lot of crappy planters. You know, I was thinking about like even like a 5 for 5 deal, like tiny planters with little sproutings. 5 for 5 and start selling plants. I don't know. It'll be a fun thing. If it takes off, it takes off. If not, I'll just have too many plants to give away. But yeah, there's many ways you can turn a buck. But I'm trying to just clean out an area in here, or even in across the street, and then I'm going to just use that as like my little showroom for one item at a time, because to get things under control, because I just have way too much shit that wasn't listed, and a lot of it's just outdated and nobody even wants it anymore, so it's scrap. Real prepper, I'm now kind of but not. There was this bro down the street, I think he was the police guy, he was running his generator to get the gas out. That's P. Diddy baby oil, by the way, up there. So he was running it for like literally like 4 hours today for no reason at all, just like making noise, and it was on an angle too. These driveways, every angle at driveway here is angled. Oh, it's hot here, man, and it's gonna rain. So it's with driveways angled. So when you put your generator in your driveway, the oil level's angled. You're supposed to level it out. So, are you reading the chat? I don't know. Sometimes am I reading the chat? That explains your answer. So when you do that, and you're running a small engine on an angle, the oil, the dipper on the connecting rod, might not be slinging it. You want to keep always your small engine, especially if it's splash lube, level, because that's how a lot of people are burning up these generators. These driveways are slanted, so now the generator is slanted and the oil's slanted. Here's the front of the generator. It's like this. All the oil's pulling in the back of the engine, and it's running. And you know, connecting rod's like barely getting anything. So what's it? Is your cat's breed day? I don't know. I can't read though. G Dog WS. I can't read. Yes, diesel trucks can be run on vegetable oils. You have never seen that around your town? This guy bought batteries from me like 10 years ago. He had a 7.3 Ford dually. He had two tanks in the back. He said one tank he used to pick up the dirty vegetable oil. Then he had another tank, which is clean vegetable oil. And then he just had the tank in the truck, you know, the factory tank, and that was diesel. So he said he had to start the truck on diesel, shut the truck off on diesel, but once it was warm, he would run it from the transfer tank in the back of the bed, and it said it ran fine. And they had a dirty waste oil tank that he used to pick up. So anywhere around town, we used to just pump into the tank by this tailgate and then filter it in his house. I think he said it cost him about 25 cents a gallon to go make it. Yeah, that guy was cool. The whole truck smelled awesome. It smelled clean. It smelled like vegetable oil. Then there was this other guy. He had a 190E Mercedes. You know what I'm talking about? 190E Mercedes. They really, I think they made them from 1995. They were diesel 4 cylinders, or they were just a 4 cylinder. And then they had the real cool one, like the Cosworth, that was souped up. And they had like a racing one, AMG. Is it downpouring out there again? Might be. Or someone's rolling something away. So anyway, biodiesel, no. Biodiesel is different. Biodiesel is a mix of vegetable oil, like other kind of fuel, and straight diesel. That's different. Vegetable oil. Used vegetable oil is not biodiesel. It's different. Because they actually sell biodiesel at the place, but it's different. It has like fuel in it still. It's like a mix. It's like ethanol gas. They do a blend of half and half, and it somehow works. Because the biodiesel doesn't need to be heated. Vegetable oil does need to be heated. It needs to be thinned out. So he has a heat exchanger. It runs through the coolant heat exchanger, and it goes through. And because it works very well. This is hot as shit here mostly around the year, and this in the south. So vegetable oil diesels work fantastic here apparently because the thing's hot. If it's cold out, you're gonna have issues. But anyway, let's go talk about my buddy that had the 190E. He was from Fort Lauderdale. He used to drive over here. I think it said it used to cost him about $1.50 to get here. on like materials. No, I think he said a little more, maybe like $2.50. Remember, it was under $3. I remember he would say, in supplies and stuff. That it took him to run that 190E on vegetable oil to here, and with a tow dolly in the back, and he would drive it back. But he said I think he was putting it right into his regular tank though, I think, because he had it flushed out. He didn't have a I don't think he had an extra tank. I think he just dumped it right in it. I don't know. I forget how he did it. But yeah, his car was the same way. He told me all about code enforcement, and he used to have a guy that broke his chops, and then he had cancer, and then he didn't have cancer. The code enforcement guy had cancer, and then he never busted his chops anymore. Changed his whole ways. He used to be a dick, and then he wasn't a dick. He said that's what happens to people, though. It was a funny guy. Yeah, he used to buy old junk, though. And who else used to have biodiesel? It used to be a bunch of W123s. W123s, like a 240, 280, whatever the heck those things are, the old boxy ones, Mercedes. They used to be running around here all the time, and you would be following them, and you could smell the French fries. So they were running on it too. The only problem is, say it clogs up like the rings eventually, or maybe even like the ejection pump. But I don't know. In the heat here, it's different than problems in the cooler climates. Everything's hot. There might be people buying actually used vegetable oil now. I don't know. There was this place where I was dumpster diving the other day, and they had a waste oil tank, and a guy was dumping 5-gallon buckets in right in the back. Like that's someone you could probably ask if you had a old diesel. I would do it if I had a diesel and I had spot for it. I would definitely buy a diesel. Apparently, remember those old Volkswagens? Volkswagen's a piece of shit car, yeah, but they used to have that very, very good TDI diesel up to like in the 90s. There was like the little Golfs and the little Jettas and stuff like that. Got fantastic fuel economy. I believe that might have been an offshoot of the engine that got squashed during Dieselgate, and they made the cars get crushed. That was like the successor of that. But they had this little diesel Volkswagen, and they also apparently run very, very well on vegetable oil. So you have an old piece of shit car, and it costs you near nothing to do. Some people have done it too with the 6.5 diesels, or the 6.5 GM diesels are absolutely terrible. Like all the ones that famous YouTuber Corvair Wild used to buy with the glass rods that snap. Or 6.2 diesel, which is even worse. But they apparently can run on waste vegetable oil too. There's like a lot of people. There's tinkering though to do it. There's tinkering, and there's a lot of different little tweaks you have to do, but you can do it. I would try it if I had a beater car. Ford Pinto, yeah. There's a guy that like on YouTube. He had a video of daily driving a Ford Pinto. It brings it to work or something, and all those things is done. I wouldn't even want to drive an old car these days because they're so dangerous. I'll tell you, I'm scared in my '90s stuff. Like this car is so freaking low. It's so low, and that like these new cars, their hood lines up here. And I'm sitting next to them, and they're sitting up here. If they hit me in that, they're gonna go right at my head, and I'm gonna die on the side. So it's weird. Oh well, it's too bad. Hope you find your cat. PW, isn't that PWAG a cat? I think it is. 57 Chevy. Yeah, everyone has 57 Chevys. You see the value of those are going down. Well, then again, the value was through the roof. And now no one cares anymore. And now the stupid auctions and everything, they don't sell as much. But they're overpriced anyway. 57 Chevy's alright. I never rode in one. It'd be cool to have one. Old Detroit. You see that guy has a YouTube channel? He bought a fire truck. It has a 6V92. It's like a nice fire truck, and he's cutting it up. and he's putting the engine in something else, which is dumb. If you get yourself a cheap fire truck with a 2-stroke Detroit, you should keep that. And like all the shit that's going on in the world with the forest fires and everything, I would love if I had land. If I ever get a gig going, I get out of this place. I got a plot of land. Okay, yeah, I said it. Containers, tow truck, and I want an old fire truck. I want a 2-stroke though, 2-stroke Detroit diesel fire truck. That's what I want. I think they stopped making them like 1995. So something old like that, like a Seagrave or Spartan, whatever the heck, Pierce, whatever, Detroit diesel. That would be the shit with that barking thing and then straight pipe it. Or maybe I probably wouldn't straight pipe it. I'll just put a smaller muffler on it. Cause straight pipe them too freaking goddamn loud. But yeah, I would do that, and that would be the shit. With the Allison automatic. That's mostly our. Yeah. And then you can have a pumper truck. Get that shit operable. You have a pumper fire truck, and if you ever have a fire in like your property, you can put it out yourself because you got an old fire truck. I think it's genius. Or if there's ever a drought or something and you need water stuff, you get a fire truck. You're all set. I'll buy one. They're not too big, you know. I can drive one of those. I drove cab overs and I drove white trucks. It's no big deal. Fire truck probably drives like a toy. It's only a 6-wheeler anyway. Anyway, it's downpouring out, which is great. Target, I might have to go back and check for some deals again. If it's there, it's there. I'm gonna make a video. If it's not there, it's not there. But I'll tell the story of it if it's there. About how they're jammed into the shelf and you can't get it out. There's a trick to get the boxes out of the shelf. And I don't think people know how to do it. Because there's still 2 on the shelf. It's very, very hard. The boxes are so jammed in the shelf. Like this is like this rack. You have to pick up really, really hard. Like put all your effort in. Lift the shelf and pull it out with your other hand. That's the only way you can get the thing out. It's funny, they've been sitting back there for a while. Downpouring. So that's that. Yeah, it was a really cool desk over there too. Around the corner. It had wheels on one side and none on the other. So you can like tilt it and wheel it around. That probably was fancy. But I have no room for a desk and it's absolutely destroyed now with the rain. And desks don't really have values. I do need a desk though. Well, it's going to be really destroyed now. Anyway, I got to get going because you hear the rain. We're going to have a flood. So I got to go on flood patrol right now. So that's going to be fun. Anyway, have a good one. And we're finally getting rain. Maybe this place won't be so dry.